So there's a new skate park opening in Allegany sometime probably this summer. How do you feel about that?
Personally, I think it's going to be way better since it's closer, and they're putting a lot of money into it, and I hope they make it nice, and I hope people take care of it, and it's going to be great.
That should be fun for people that like to skate and enjoy it.
Whole new world of opportunities for skaters.
I like skate parks. Even if I don't skate, they're pretty fun to be around, the people, the environment.
I don't skate. It's going to bring a lot of illegal activities to Allegheny. So, yeah.
I totally agree. There's going to be a lot of mischief, stuff happening there.
Allegheny PD's really going to have to step up.
I don't care. I almost died on skate, so why would I do that? I'm also too short, so no.
So you don't skate at all of any kind?
Nope, don't even ask me that. Nope.
The Olean area has a storied and tumultuous history as it comes to skate parks. In 2010, the city of Olean under then Mayor Witt closed the public skate park at War Veterans Park as a result of reports of continued vandalism. Since, the area has had a major need for a public skate park for young people interested in action sports. While the Allegany Skate Park and Bike Shop on 417 was open for many years, it seems the business focuses primarily now on bike repairs. Now, a group of local skateboarders, BMXers, and those simply looking to improve the area have banded together to fundraise for a public skate park in Allegany's River Park. On January 26, the Allegany River Skate Park project was presented with a $300,000 grant by the Skate Park Project. The Skate Park Projected is an organization founded by professional skateboarder Tony Hawk, in which creates safe, legal spaces for people of all ages to skateboard, BMX, or roller skate. This week, we sat down with one of the representatives of the project, local Brett Smith, to learn more about the project and how in an area with plenty to do for the older demographic, they plan on creating a fun and safe environment for the area's youth. Take a look.
Hello and welcome to Up for Debate. We're your hosts, Elena, and I am Xander.
For the last 12 years, the Olean area has gone without a free public skate park. The Olean Skate Park closed in late August of 2010. We're joined today by a representative of a group looking to bring back a once sacred hangout spot for the area's youth. Please welcome to our studio, Brett Smith from the Allegany River Skate Park project. Brett, thank you for joining us today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the skate park.
Well, we kind of decided that, as you stated, we used to have a skate park. We have gone without one for a while, and a group of us kind of got together after reaching out to one of the representatives from the skate park project, and we were hoping to get something built in the area. It kind of came down to, having to plan it out, get some fundraising, and go through all the steps to figure out what we needed to do to try and get one built in our area.
So to begin, why open a skate park now, and is there any significance to where it'll be?
So I grew up here. We had a small skate park that we were able to ride. It was kind of a nice place for all of us to just go and meet. We didn't have to rely on texting each other or calling each other. Everyone would just show up there. It's a good place to go and hang out and just kind of, be with all your friends throughout the day. So I grew up with that, and it was something that we loved to have as kids, and it was something that unfortunately kind of got taken away later on. So we kind of wanted to bring that back. It was a good place for kids to go. We know it would be good for kids for the future around the area. So we were hoping that it's something that we could kind of, bring back for everyone to enjoy. Due to the significance of the timing, it wasn't really kind of due to anything other than kind of hearing about the project and something that we could actually, this is a tangible thing we might actually be able to do, given having the resources and the help to do it. So it just kind of seemed like a good time to try.
So in previous years, the Olean Skate Park closed due to reports of vandalism and, destruction of property. So why do you think that this skate park is going to be treated differently than that one was?
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate that these kind of things happen. You get kids that don't want to treat property as nice. It was kind of a weird way that I think the original skate park that was in Olean was kind of built. It was just kind of, I don't think it really involved the community as much. It was just kind of something that they put in, and they were hoping that it was just, you know, going to be good, which, I mean, it was. All the people that went there enjoyed it. The vandalism, from what everyone's aware, wasn't done by anyone that actually went and enjoyed the place. It was just kind of due to other kids going there. Unfortunately, as you see around town, there's always vandalism kind of wherever you go. It was just kind of unfortunate that it was a bigger target at the skate park. So I can't really say for certain why it happened as much there. I think with this being a community kind of raised and kind of funded and supported project, and being in a more kind of I guess the old skate park was in a public area, but this one's going to be right next to like a children's park that's like, you know, roads right by it. There's going to be lights and stuff there. So it's a little bit easier to kind of keep an eye on. So I don't hopefully foresee it being as much of a problem at this location.
Speaking of skate parks already established, what do you think will come of the skate park that's already in Allegheny? Do you think there'll be any like competition or?
No, actually, one of our representatives that's been helping us on the board with us is actually a part owner of that skate park. He was actually a big supporter of it. He didn't see any kind of competition between the two, especially this just being a free outdoor skate park for people to use. If anything, it should kind of support the two because it'll bring more people. It's another thing for, you know, other people from outside the area to come and enjoy. So then they have, you know, more options and places to go.
All right, well, it's time for us to take a short break, but we'll be right back, and we hope that you'll stay with us.
Welcome to AVP, Audiovisual Production.
There's a lot you learn in this class, but most of the fun comes from your creativity. Every day starts the same with our daily check-in with Mr. Nadell, where we just talk about our day. Sometimes check-ins can be really funny. People get pretty animated.
Projects aren't hard. Most of the time he gives us projects on stuff we learned so we understand the material, and get familiar with the lumixes. They're super high quality, same with our broadcast equipment. We've got this red camera, and I just remember the first time I saw it, I would not stop mentioning it to my family. Did you know AVP has a red camera?
We get our own booth where we do all our editing. We use softwares like Adobe Audition, Adobe Premiere, GarageBand, the works.
We do a broadcast every other week. It's a little stressful, but it taught us to work as a team, I think.
You're really like a family in here. You watch people grow.
Everyone in this class is so different, but with what we do, we really learn to get along and branch out. And we do things we never thought we'd do.
You are always excited for the next project and the next broadcast.
Out of the options that I had, it was either this or graphics in the end, so I've always had a passion for movies and cinematography and all that, so other than that, I just really felt like I would have fun here, so that was the choice.
BOCES is good. I really enjoy it. It gives me a lot of time off from actual classes at school to just come here, relax, do what I like to do, and then just go about on my day. So I really like it. It's great.
I would like to accomplish being able to run my own podcast and being able to edit videos very smoothly without any rough cuts or any bad edits.
I haven't been in AVP too long, but if I had to pick one word to describe the class, it would be informative.
Engaging.
So much fun.
Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, we're in the studio today with a representative of the Allegany River Skate Park, the newest exciting project coming to our area for local youth.
So, is there going to be an age limit for the people to be able to enter the park? And if so, what is it going to be? And do you think things like helmets and pads and stuff are going to be required to enter the park or to use the equipment?
There's not really going to be like an age requirement. Obviously, with anything, you kind of want like parental supervision if you have young children there, but as far as I know, there's not going to be any kind of age limit or anything like that. Everyone's welcome. Everyone can come and have fun. You can even just come and watch and hang out if that's all you want to do. As for kind of protection, helmets and padding, obviously it's kind of it's always like a moniker of like skate within your own kind of like knowing your own risk. Obviously helmets are probably going to be encouraged. I don't know if it's going to be mandatory. I think that might come down to kind of what the city suggests. I'm not sure if it comes down to actually what we decide, or I guess this will be in the village, so it's kind of whatever maybe the village might suggest, but we'll have to see when the time comes.
Okay. And lastly to this question, do you currently have any plans for anyone to be there to teach new people or anybody that wants to come and learn how to skate if they don't know previously?
Right now, there isn't any kind of plans to have anyone actually there. Luckily, with like the kind of skate community, it's generally a very close kind of friendly community. Anyone that usually comes is pretty welcomed into it. It's not like unseen to have someone ask for help and just ask someone else to help them out, and they won't just sit there and just kind of teach them what to do. So we don't have anyone, but I'm sure there's always going to be someone there that will see someone either struggling and offer them help, or be willing to help them if they ask.
Yeah.
One concern many people have is the damages to not only the skate park but also the possibility of injury. What are some ways you can ensure safety at those at the park, but also to prevent things like vandalism?
We're actually kind of looking to see if there's a way. We want to see if we can get the skate park kind of lit up, so we have more like lights on it. So hopefully it kind of deters anyone from trying to do vandalism with it being, that close to the road and right in the village. That with the lights and that, hopefully it's not something that gets vandalized, because it'll be very obvious to see happen. As for the people, again, it's just kind of like you should probably wear a helmet and pads, especially while you're just getting into it and learning. There's always the possibility and almost guarantee that you're going to fall. It's kind of part of skateboarding and learning. So I would definitely wear protection while going there and enjoying the ramps.
Changing gears a bit, what are a few ways that you have to try and keep younger people involved? Do you plan on having things like possible like concession stands, or like a bike shop or something like that where people can buy new parts?
Well, we don't have any plans right now for any kind of like things on the site, with it just being like kind of a free public funded skate park. We know that there's a park in the area, so there's like the little park for like kids and that to go to there. With it being right in the village, there's stuff nearby, so they can go and kind of get stuff there. And then, as I said, we have the representative from the Allegany Skate Park, which also is a bike shop. So it's like, just a little bit up the road. They can go if they need anything. There's stuff out there that they can always get to, make minor repairs and stuff like that.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back right after this.
There's so much that goes into being a chef, more than just cooking and producing a dish. It's about everything that happens in the kitchen, from start to finish, from cleanup to end, to customers, to the products that you work with. So there isn't one specific answer. Anyone can call themselves a chef, but it really depends on where you are, what you're doing, and the area that you're in. I love working here. As you can see, they redid the dining room for me, so it has a restaurant feel. I've always been in the restaurant business my whole life, and I love working in the industry.
Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, we're in the studio today with a representative of the Allegany River Skate Park, the newest exciting project coming to our area for local youth. How long do you think construction will last? Do you have any idea about when this will be done and open to the public?
Yeah. Actually, at our last meeting, we were kind of discussing what our time frame was. They told us that we could look at building this year. I don't think it's smart for us. I think what we're going to do is kind of take the year to plan it out, make sure that we have, everything that we want. We have whatever the, community kind of suggests for the area. So we're going to take the first kind of year that we have right now and plan it out, make sure that we have everything kind of lined up, and then we're hoping that kind of next year is going to be when we break ground.
Do you have like an idea of like if you'll have like a curfew or when you want people out, like when the hours of the park will be?
As of right now, I don't think there's been anything kind of solidified. I imagine there probably will be, especially if we do or don't have lights. That's kind of a big thing. Once it starts to turn to dusk is going to be kind of closing time for the park. Obviously, with it being an open public space, it's not like there's like I don't think there's going to be like a gated off area or anything. But it's kind of the same thing as like the parks in the area. There's usually a curfew of like don't be in past this time.
Okay. We'd like to thank once again the representative from the Allegany River Skate Park, Brett. For more information on the project or how you can support, you can find them on Facebook or at the Allegany River Skate Park. We didn't skip any questions, Carl.
No, we're good.
Welcome back. So personally, how do you think that the interview went?
I think the interview was great. I think we really didn't know what the answers were gonna be, and he really answered them in a way that like made it seem like he was really excited about this. Everybody was really excited about it, and personally, I had no idea before this that it was happening, and I'm personally kind of super excited about it to see when they break ground, when it's done, and see how much people go there and how much people use it.
I think that the interview went really well. I think that the information he gave us and the answers to the question were definitely enough to get a very vivid idea of what the skate park's going to be like. And I think that the location choice was also very good because, like, you've got like the venues there and you've got the park and like the basketball court. So there's multiple things to do there. So if you bring like family members, because not everybody's into skating, that
Right.
Everybody can kind of do their own thing.
Exactly. Like you can take your whole family there, and someone can play on the playground or play basketball. But it's also like people in the area that don't really know what skating is can see it and get interested, and maybe find that they really like skateboarding, and it can be like a new passion for them and something they really enjoy. And we really won't know until it's done. But I'm definitely excited to see what will come of it and what it'll be like.
Especially considering that most of the time there's not too many things for people to do around Allegany. So I think that the addition of a skate park might definitely possibly bring the community closer together and give people more of an opportunity to do things.
For sure. Definitely. It would be cool if they got it done this summer, but like he said, he doesn't think that they're gonna. But definitely the summer that it breaks, I think it'll get a lot of attention and publicity, and a lot of people will go check it out.
For sure. I think it gives people something to look forward to, and to know that like something new is being brought to the community for the first time in so long. And I really hope that that it takes off and that people get involved and actually enjoy it and get use out of it.
Definitely.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us through the interview and through our questions. We hope that this will bring more awareness to the skate park and that it'll get people excited and more involved with the community. Thank you so much for watching us. We really appreciate it.